Alright, going into ban phase. 2 attackers, 2 defenders. Going to be banned. Mira, we see a lot of them being banned. See Jackal being banned a lot on the attacking side. It also plays favor into who's attacking first. Obviously, if you believe that you can attack first effectively, like UNC Charlotte is doing, then they're going to ban powerful defense operators. So that way it's going to make them harder to defend, get early wins often, and go ahead and get the upper hand quickly. They're going to ban Ohio State, banning Blackbeard. Blackbeard's very good at holding angles. Very annoying to deal with a player who is in the right hands with Blackbeard. Definitely a powerful operator. He came out, a fun fact, he came out at the same time this map did, so they're both have had plenty of changes, plenty of time for players to get comfortable. So there's definitely some Blackbeard mains out there, and definitely some competent players who can be dangerous with them. I think that's a good ban. Solid, especially for the angles on this map, as you'll see. Ying coming out as a ban. You don't see that all the time. She's not necessarily one of the most powerful operators. However, she is can be a force to be reckoned with if team communicates properly. This is a scrim. The official season does not start to us for a couple more weeks. So yeah, this is going to be a scrim. All 3 games are going to be scrims this weekend. Mira, that's almost a guarantee at this point. Mira's banned, and I think it was like a 80-something% ban rate. She's just extremely powerful. It completely changes how you defend a site. Completely changes up the team comp. The only time you don't see Mira banned is if a team really is dangerous with somebody else. So no surprise there. Especially on a map this old, all the Mira strategies have pretty much been figured out, and everyone knows how to counter them. So you might as well just not play with her, I guess. All right. Echo. You usually see either Echo or Maestro or somebody banned like that because they are effective at stopping the plant of the bomb. Echo's gadget's very effective at doing that. So you either see one of the 2 banned, and if not, it's really going to be a defensive heavy map. So that evens it out, and we'll go ahead and see what both teams pick. Going with the lockers, usually on the 2nd floor, that's by far the most the favorite defense spot for any team, really. It's definitely has the highest win rate and pick rate for sure. We're seeing some pretty normal team comps. Pulse could do some damage from downstairs with he can see through some walls, so he might do some damage. Otherwise, nothing too surprising coming out of the gate. I feel like, and yes, the 6th pick. Yeah, they didn't really need it. Teams are pretty confident at this point. It's looking like Sucks. They switch to IQ. Yep, switching to IQ. I think that's to directly counter Pulse. When Pulse has his gadget up, he can definitely see him through walls and just poke him in the head. Definitely a direct counter to Pulse. They're going to be looking out for Pulse dying. Get myself situated. Alright. So far a normal setup. Nothing too fancy coming on from Ohio State. Ohio State's going to be defending for the first, I think, 5 or 6 rounds, and then we're going to completely flip. It's not like your normal game of Rainbow Six. You see Cal Extinct trying to get up on the top right there. It's a sneaky spot. You know, you don't see that all the time, but you know, people do get caught off guard every now and then.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Go for some player's point of view. Within the first minute, it's really important to drone out for the attackers, trying to figure out where all the roamers are at. They really take this time, and it's got to be effective, and you've got to do it quickly because it's only a 3-minute round. See, look, 30 seconds already gone from the match. 6 of the round already gone, so it's really on the attackers at this point. Defenders just currently trying to hold angles, setting up stuff, doing their finishing touches on their setup. You see UB trying to goof me up here on the spot. Now this is a common spot. Most teams will know about this. However, it's not necessarily the most effective. So maybe they won't expect it, maybe not. But if he gets droned out, I highly doubt that he would stay there. We're seeing the east stairwell getting secured already. That's a very good flank route, so it's important for attackers to close that off. Now we see Chemical downstairs, and if Sox and IQ see them, then it's going to be really effective. So you definitely watch out for the pulse roaming. Looks like we've got four guys on site basically. So Chemical is going to be their only roamer for Ohio State. Now almost half the round is over right now. The attackers really got to get on a push with no one dead yet. It's time for UNC Charlotte to get aggressive.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Already one death. Valkyrie gets a good shot. They may have a camera out there. It looks like they have a good angle, or they're just pre-firing, but regardless, that was a good kill by SA Gray.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Attackers are still advancing pretty slowly. You see Chemical downstairs just biding his time. You may see a battle coming up with somebody, but otherwise, he's not even really close. And he's got no rush either. The rest of his team is alive, and there's only a minute left for the attackers to get on site. See if Sox can get on that kill on this guy. Get a little close up on in the action. Now defenders are really going to be playing passive. Wasting time is very smart. Always a wise decision. Yep, and he just had the upper hand. Sox didn't peek that angle effectively. SA Gray, that's his third kill this round. See if he gets a fourth. Firestar taking out Chemical on site, close to site. If he can hold this angle, he does. He does. Oh, he almost takes him out. And it's down to insanity. It's a 1v3 for him in 22 seconds, and it's not going to be enough. Chapel Hill really wasted time. UC Charlotte really did not push the objective until the last 45 seconds or so, and that really didn't play to their favor. They really need to get closer to site, create some more angles, open up some lines of sight so they can get some players down and get in that objective quicker. To answer the league question, Vanta Subtle, this is Collegiate R6. It is managed by some pro players, or people who have played in the pro league for the past for Rainbow Six. They run it, and it's very well organized. This is by far the most known or renowned, I guess, whatever the word is, Rainbow Six league. Maverick coming out from Ludens. He can open up some interesting lines of sight depending on the objective. Now that they're going ventilation and workshop, this is a very wide open objective. Definitely going to need some wide open peak angles. It's interesting to see where the attackers push from, because they really could push from any side of the map. There are really three angles, and the upstairs. So this is going to be an interesting attack to see how Charlotte gets on the objective quicker than they did last time, making sure they get inside the building and clear out the roamers. Looking through the Twitch chat, let me see.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
All right.
Attackers have discovered the location of the bomb.
What are the two teams considered as before competition? You're looking at it from this angle. Nothing too serious. Chemical has got hit that side. Looks like Ohio State's going to be playing in the bathroom. Bathroom is very secure. There's only one door in there, and they've got it castled off. Castle is a very strong operator. This is usually where you see him. He's kind of a niche operator. They only pull him out when they really need him. But he's very useful on this site and a few others in the game. You see that they reinforce this area is over jail. That's an external wall, so the attackers could get in that side, but they're trying to deny that. It looks like they still have 4 players on site. And the UB trying to goof me is upstairs roaming as Jaeger. You see the attackers droning in, trying to find some angles. Defenders trying to keep him at bay. Right now, it's not going to get too hectic right now. The attackers really got to figure out where the roamers are and take care of business on that side. UB trying to goof me. It's close in on the action. If they definitely know where he is. They're just trying to get the angle on him. Minute down from Charlotte, and it looks like they're inside the building. but not very far into the building. This objective does cover, you know, a good third of the whole bottom floor, so they can spread out pretty far. It's all going to come down to how Charlotte gets a good line of sight on all their roamers. See, Calyx sneaked us upstairs as well, watching B site. 3 UNC Charlotte players coming in. Ludens goes down. Chemical playing in bathroom. And then he gets down from Hypers. That's a 1-for-1 trade. That's good. Now Maestro can't use his cams to shock out the diffuser, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Fire gets knocked down from Roamer up top. 2v4 for Charlotte. He'd be trying to goof me. It really has a good angle up there. They're going to have to figure out how to counter that. Sox is trying to get an angle. Sanity is trying to get an angle. Russian. They got a minute left. And this is going to be rough, especially with the guys they have left on site. Sanity goes down on a missed peek, and so does Sox. It's another round for Ohio State 1. Very well played. They're playing smart angles. Obviously communicating. They know where the enemies are. Probably have some good cameras out there. Utilizing that as well on the defensive side. You can definitely tell by the way they moved and coordinated. It's all very well timed. UNC Charlotte really took a while to determine what angle they're going to come into the building from, and still the upstairs given free reign to all the roamers upstairs. All right, bathroom and tellers. Now this objective is much harder to hold. Those first 2 were definitely the main ones for defenders to play on. Bathroom and tellers usually is the hardest objective to defend. However, this is a scrim, so maybe they are trying out some more strategies for them to figure out. Also, Castle is a kind of a situational operator, so it's interesting to see what they use him for on this site.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Now there is a strategy commonly used for this site. It involves going upstairs and knocking out this area right where they're at, on that floor in that corner. And you can look outside at that window and really shut down the plant. That's where the plants usually go down. You'll never see a plant go down a bathroom unless that's really where the attackers decide to come in from. But you see they're obviously going to secure that down. Actually, no, they're going to open it up. They're definitely going to be trying to roam more on this site. This site is very hard to keep people alive on site. Usually you never see more than 1 person on each. And just try to keep tight angles, try not to die early so they can deter the attackers from just walking in, giving them a body to have to go through before they can plant. Maestro, it's going to be interesting to see where if he can stay alive. 1 Maestro cam is right there if the attackers can get rid of that. Zofia and Ash definitely can counter Maestro, knock out those cams, and allow them to get a plant off. Yep, and you see Castle, no pin, he's going up top, definitely looking for that spot. That's a common spot, been in the game since the map came out. I think it's over a year ago now. It's been a while, I don't know, this game's been out for a hot minute. It's interesting to see where the attackers are going to be coming from. Looks like Insanity's coming up top. Will UBC him? And it looks like he does. Insanity did not know he was there. Here comes Sox, trying to get an angle on him. Oh, that's not Sox. Can't get the kill. He knows where he is, though. See if he can find him. Does not win that firefight. I think he had Hypers on him as well. Hyper's going to try a different angle. Here's the hop out, and he's going to lose that fight again to UB trying to goof me. This is a very good player that we've seen time and time again. Was definitely at the top of the leaderboards last season. He's going to hop out, play very aggressive. He's not going to win that firefight, but definitely get fired down to low health. Once again, UNC Charlotte, they're down operators pushing in the last seconds. Firestar can't find that kill on him, on that hop out. And at this time, I mean, he can play aggressive if he wants. Ooh, that was not the time for him to do that. He almost got that kill. Yep, unfortunately, Firestar just peaked just at the wrong time. Bad timing. It's unfortunate. Yeah, and then he was peeking outside. I didn't switch to him quickly enough. It's a rough angle. We'll see it here on the final kill cam. all these firefights just going to Ohio State's direction. Definitely seems some good aim out of them over UNC Charlotte. I definitely think UNC Charlotte, the angles and just the timing on their peaks seem to be a little off compared to Ohio State's. It looks like a well-oiled machine so far tonight. Quick look at the leaderboards. It's kind of obvious who's leading their team right now. S.A. Gry, you saw the 3K he got in the first round, securing the fountain area before he went down. And then UB Trying to Goof Me has been really effective on the roam. And I haven't seen anybody stand up from UNC Charlotte, but then again, only 4 deaths total on the Ohio State team. So it's really going to come down to how UNC Charlotte handles this. Now, every 2 rounds, if you won those 2 defenses, they are locked. But on that third one, that first one that you played, if that makes sense, opens back up. So you can only have 2 objective locked maximum at any time. So that way it prevents you being forced to go all the way down and play the worst objective and then basically lose rounds. Because it's very hard to balance an entire map in this game. So that's why the professional settings are set to that.
As many bombs as they can.
Now we see lockers again. I mean, this is by far the best defensive spot, everybody's favorite. And I mean, if I was Ohio State, I'd say, listen guys, we know it works. It worked last time. We know we can execute on it. Let's try something a little bit different just in case with a different team comp. But you know, I think they're going with pretty much the same thing. They got a Maestro, Bandit, Doc. You know, Valkyrie's always going to have good intel, and I believe with their good communication, Valkyrie's a must pick for this team. UB Trying to Goof Me already getting a hop out. Looks like he's going to go for a spawn kill, or at least get something set up on that end. East stairs is a very good roaming spot, so in order to hold out his defense, wastes a lot of time on the attackers because that's very dangerous. You can see this whole area, and they can't get on the site. You definitely see a lot of movement from Ohio State, spreading out this time, trying to get more aggressive and seeing just how aggressive they can be. The more aggressive you can get and win firefights, can give you a lot of momentum early on in a round. Looks like S.I. Gry, he's trying to get some early kills roaming. UNC Charlotte definitely playing passive. Needs to be on their drones, figure out where these guys are exactly. They obviously know they're up top, but getting inside the objective early on is going to give them the upper hand. Looks like CCTV is a good place to lock down an attack. UNC Charlotte goes in there. That'll give them somewhat of a foothold. Meanwhile, Ohio State very confident in their holding angles. It looks like Luden's, you know, he is. Let's see, what is he playing? Yeah, Sledge. Can't see because he got the briefcase blocking it. But still not too much action. UNC Charlotte definitely knows that, hey, CCTV is open. It looks like Nopin's about to get a kill on Luden's. That was very close. It's interesting to see how he plays this. Just dancing around, playing the tightest angle. See, that's a pixel peek right there. UB Trying to Goof Me gets a roam kill once again. We've been seeing that all night. Thermite's planning, and he's gonna get this bandit charge off. They have I'm pretty sure they have a Valcam out there, and it looks like he got it. Dodge that. Oh, Thermite's gonna go plant. He might get this one off. Yep, they got it off. However, it is a 3v5 for Charlotte. Now they got it. Look, this is what lines of sight does. That's a very good kill from Sox right there. Good peek, playing a smart angle. Finally, Insanity getting taken down their big-time roamer. UB Trying to Goof Me. Sox just unfortunately peeks the angle at the wrong time. It all comes down to Insanity to see what he can do. Once again, the last man standing. This is 1v3. He has a minute this time. Hopefully his team has some good drones in position to help him get some callouts and at least knock down 1 or 2 of these other players to get into a more favorable position. He's droning out himself. Meanwhile, wow, this team is spread out. They're leaving the objective open, trying to make Insanity's life stressful. Look, he's droning around. He can't find anybody. He knows where Gry's over there. But he's like, you know, ultimately, I don't have much time to drone. I can just plant it somewhere, and hopefully my team can give me the best callouts possible. So he's going to be rappelling up, and probably Extinct knows that he's coming up. He can hear him rappelling now. He's looking at that window, and that's where Insanity's going to be coming in at. Insanity gets a good kill on Armory. Odds in his favor. Now there is one more in CCTV if he knows he's over there on his right.
15 seconds left.
But he doesn't have much time. That 15-second left, and oh, there's a kill right there. He's gonna have to hurry up. Oh, the fuser isn't even on site. I wasn't paying attention, so he didn't know where the last guy was. Ran out of time, ran out of intel. Once again, Ohio State gets it. It's the closest round for UNC Charlotte. We see Insanity picking up a few more kills. A good peek from Sox, but otherwise, Cal Extinct and UB trying to goof me, really holding it down with SI Gry popping them once again. Still nothing is going in favor for UNC Charlotte tonight. But it'd be interesting to see what they do to change it up. Appreciate the comment, Speedy Mink. Try my hardest. This is my second time casting, believe it or not. I just have too many hours in this game. Vigil coming out. They still have a 6 pick, I believe, so they can if they want. But I mean, at this point, they're trying to figure out how aggressive they can be. Give everybody a chance to play a different role in their team. Really figure out what works to their advantage.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb.
Alright, back to the open area. Workshop and ventilation combo. What's up with the cam? See that in the chat. I can do more some more player view if you want.
10 seconds left.
We can do some more of that. Usually I know they usually spectate the attackers a little bit more, or we can see some more roaming play. The only reason is I can only watch one person at a time, and since there's a lot of roamers, especially good roamers on this team, it's kind of hard to follow them. So, but yeah, guys, feel free to let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll try to make it happen. Like I said, I'm not claiming to be a pro at this. This is a scrim for me as well. See, look what I mean. I was busy talking. SI Gry already picking up enough kill. He set their last round. Gets a good early kill on Comrade Ludens. Sox really trying to push it up. Take a look at Sox here. Yep. Firestar took him down on the other side. So look, they're being already more aggressive. UNC Charlotte says, you know what? We're going to have to push it. See, there's more droning. Firestar up top. Hyper's really trying to get an angle on that guy in the lobby area. Sox trying to get more aggressive, moving quicker, moving with an urgency. Nice to see Charlotte droning. Definitely focusing on communication this round. Trying to clear up top. That's another thing you see commonly on this map.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Sox goes down. You be trying to goof me. Really, really excelling on those peaks on the outside. Being really dangerous tonight. Sanity trying to get a good peek angle. He's about to get wallbanged if he doesn't watch out. Unfortunately, they knew right where he was. Hypers goes down as well. They're losing a lot of fights over here. Down to Firestar, it looks like. He's very far away from Insanity, and he's about to get in a fight here. Who's it going to go in favor of? Firestar manages to get that kill. Insanity finally gets found out. Usually when you see downs, it doesn't always mean the end of the world, because if the other team doesn't know, it can be picked up. Firestar getting another great kill. It's a 1v2, much more favorable, but that bomb is still stuck up there. And if the team could communicate and saw that it's out there, hey guys, we can watch that angle, you're going to prevent him from picking it up. They're hopping out. Oh, he just missed the head if you could have backed up in time. See, he's going out there. They say, hey guys, it's a bomb. We're going to play that site more often. Oh, just couldn't quite find the head. I'm sure Firestar's going to try to find that again. Ooh, they're getting aggressive. I mean, they're up 4-0. It's a 1v1. Firestar versus Chemical. If I was Chemical, I'd wait. Play it safe. They only have 35 seconds, so. Banana, you like the first-person view better, I'm assuming? I can stick with that more often than not. See what Firestar doesn't know where he is. Obviously, doesn't have much time to get intel. He's gonna hear that drone. He might get hopped out on. He does. Is it gonna go in his favor? Ooh, Firestar manages to get the shot off. That was a tough firefight. Chemical getting a little bit of aggressive there. Could have played off the site more passively, especially knowing. I'm pretty sure they knew the bomb was out there, so they could have played that much more passively, especially if they had a cam set up in that room. But this is a scrim, so maybe they're just saying, hey man, just go for the peak, try to win it. Why not? So this isn't totally indicative of how every team would play in every situation. And there's obviously one more defense spot not picked so far, so definitely looks like Ohio State's just trying to iron out their communication, making sure they all know what's going on, and just make everything more efficient. Meanwhile, UNC Charlotte looking a little bit rusty. Maybe some more communication in these next few scrims. We're definitely going to see them pick it up. Obviously, Hypers and Comrade Ludens, this is the first time I believe, have ever played in a scrim with UNC Charlotte. So definitely some team chemistry to be built up here in the coming weeks before the season gets started. That's why we're out here doing scrims. I'm not sure about the starting lineup for Ohio State. I know Cal Extinct and UB Trying to Goof Me were definitely on the team last year, so they have been playing together for at least a season. Insanity and Sox and Firestar were all in the season starters last season, so
as many bombs as they can.
we all played last season and got pretty good chemistry. Trying to add some more people to the roster. We have 8 people on the roster this season, with our last person yet to be decided. Ludens very well could be that last person after tonight. And we see a lot more locking up of this objective. No more castle. Whipping out the Legion. Legion's a very common operator. Very powerful. You're not going to be playing in the kitchen anymore like they did last time. Opening up the hatches, as you see, or at least that one. You're going to be playing up there. And then there goes Chemical. Going to try to get a hop out with Cav, or just kind of get it there for a rotate. He'd be trying to goof me in his favorite roaming spot. Those guys are going to be dangerous up top. Getting the Valk cams out. And see how UNC Charlotte tries to get this attacking round. See if they can get another win under their belt. Take a look at the Twitch chat. And yes, it is a 12-round game, so first to 7 does win it. To answer those who are wondering. All right, UNC Charlotte droning out, trying to get intel on CCTV. They obviously see the Jaeger set up here, so they're trying to find out that. Firestar starting to switch quick enough. Did lose that firefight. The UV trying to goof me. They're hopping out quite a bit. Once again, I missed it. Hypers getting taken out by Chemical. Already down 3v5 with a minute into the match. It's going to be rough for UNC Charlotte to come back from. There's a hop out. Sox does hear it. He's going to be looking at that angle. Ludens I just missed it. Got a nice kill. The headshot on the hop out. Finally took out the roamer. They're really trying to find a foothold upstairs, but their roamers are really taking care of business, especially UB trying to give me. He is killing it on the roam tonight, as we usually see him from last season. Trying to track out the roamer. He knows they're in there. It's well reinforced, and that's really going to be the deciding factor if they can clear that out or not. That's going to be definitely has to be UNC Charlotte's focus, unless they believe they can get a plant off in another room somehow. Comrade Ludens just trying to hold that angle. Meanwhile, his team is trying to get another angle so they can start something to pinch. There's not much he can do there. He might get hopped out on here. They're rotating the CCTV. I didn't even realize Sox are trying to plant.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Ludens was distracting them. They almost had that work.
Defender is approaching.
Newcomb tried to hop out. Insanity took care of business. Comrade Ludens trying to kill this guy up top. They got 45 seconds now. Oh, he lost the peak. That was unfortunate. Down to Insanity. Oh, yep, 1v3. Doesn't win it. You be trying to goof me. Really killing it tonight. 12 kills so far in 6 rounds. That's really hard to play against when you get down that many players. Those odds are very rough to come back from, especially this isn't your casual match or even your solo queue ranked match. No, these guys are communicating definitely. All 5 guys on the mic, and they've got team captains who know what they're doing on both sides. Charlotte, at least I know from the team comp, we've got a couple guys who have barely ever played together, so this is definitely their best practice. Definitely a wake-up call for UNC Charlotte. I mean, this is what it's going to be like in a real match. Ohio State showing them nothing, showing no mercy, being even more aggressive than what we usually see in a match. Complete dominance, and if you can't hack it at this level of sweatiness, then man, you got to get ready for it. As UNC Charlotte switches to defense, we see already a different team comp. We see Jaeger 6 picking the Clash from Sox, and also they're going to have a Monty as well as a Glaz on offense.
Attackers
So
need to locate
it's
and
already
defuse
going to
bombs.
be a different team comp than what we've been seeing. Let's see what UNC Charlotte decides to do with their side and lockers. Like I said, their favorite. It's going to be the go-to. I think Charlotte's got some strats they're going to be working on. Already got some different ideas of what they're going to be playing through. It's going to be interesting to see how the Clash comes around. I think the Clash was 6th pick too, so if they can play to their advantage. They do have another shield, so that's going to be interesting how the Clash and Monty interact.
10 seconds left.
I definitely think the Clash is going to be right up close and personal with all the PKs that's going to be created. And just going to try to stop that.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers objective is
We see a pretty much a generic setup. Not really sure he's going to be roaming for UNC Charlotte. Right now they're playing very close to the objective, and we see the attackers already hopping in on the action. You'd be trying to goof me. Interesting play, going with the Monty. He definitely is their top fragger on defense. Glaz now sees the Clash, calls it out to his team. Look, guys, that's going to be something we're going to have to deal with. So now they're going to start droning. Already get that intel. See the whole team really communicating. Cal's moving up on objective, already getting pressure, opening up angle sites for the defenders to watch. You'd be trying to give me pushing up with the Monty, trying to get on site already. Definitely pushing the agenda already quicker than UNC Charlotte. Now it looks like his smoke, I think, fell through the floor. Yep, it fell through the floor. And he hears the Maestro cam going as well and knows, you know what, it's going to be a little bit tougher than I thought originally. A lot of barbed wire. UNC Charlotte's definitely playing against this site. Zagrai already on
has been located.
the hallway, right on objective. Looking to see if he can get an angle on some UNC Charlotte players. Not much they can do from this side. Maestro's shutting them down. This other guy might be able to get this kill off. Oh, Glaz gets the angle. I think that wall's broken up a little bit. Glaz all the way back here. This is a very strong angle. We definitely see the Clash on Monty play. Firestar taking out Nopen from the back. SI Grai coming up close. Trying to get an angle on some UNC players. He knows some guys found him now. There's going to be more firefight. Ooh, that was a lucky shot, but it was a good shot. Right place, right time. SI Grai's already on site. Glaz is coming up to help out. Meanwhile, they're pushing up on UNC Charlotte. Down to Hypers. He is still roaming as Legion right outside the objective. Meanwhile, Sox is trying to just deter them from planting. Doing a good job staying alive. He's at full health. Hypers goes down. It's all down to Sox. Sox is going to have to be really aggressive now because this shield puts them at a huge disadvantage. Oh, that was risky. Yep. That's a rough position to come back from. That gun is, I think, is a two-shot burst fire. Definitely not as powerful as the ARs that the attackers hold. It's a really rough fight to win, especially when you're the last man against 3 other guys. So, you already can see right out the gate, Ohio State putting forth the example of how good droning early on can do, effectively communicating all people on the drones, and then after that, they've got a plan and they're going in. They stuck to it. Had some guys drop out, but ultimately put the pressure on and got the win for their team. Winning those good firefights, and definitely had a plan in mind going into that round. UNC Charlotte didn't go down without a fight, but maybe the spots they were in were new, and you never know. But regardless, UNC Charlotte, I think, can take away a lot from this. Now, this is match point for Border, so it is not looking good for UNC Charlotte. We may see one more win come out this round. If not, we're going to be moving on to the second map, which I believe is Clubhouse. I may be wrong, but that's going to be the second map we move to for tonight.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
No, I haven't even been recording. A little late now. All right, rip. Whatever. All right, they're going to try lockers again. UNC Charlotte, felt like they can have it this time. Definitely want to get that strategy down. Sox trying to switch it up, not play Clash anymore. You don't see Clash every day. I know Ubisoft is trying to make some changes to Clash, so maybe they're trying it out, seeing how that could go.
10 seconds.
And for those who aren't aware, Lion is not being played right now. They want to The league wants him to go through some reworks, and then Nomad and Cade
Attackers recovered
or
the
Kaid
bomb.
are on cooldown right
Attackers
now,
must locate and
not
defuse
being
the
played
bomb.
currently for the league. So we see the attackers coming in, getting set up. They look like they know where they're going. UNC Charlotte all on site still. I believe if they roamed a little bit more, they're letting the attackers really just come in and say, hey, look, there's no one in there. Let's go ahead and get an objective and start putting pressure on. I think they already see that. And look, they're already in objective in the first 30 seconds. Multiple people, not objective, the building. So it's very important for their team.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers have dropped
Definitely
the bomb.
see already putting pressure on the objective. It's what Ohio State has been doing all night. Look at this. They're getting an angle open in the first minute. Being very effective. Using their gadgets. Oh, Open saw some guy, but he says, you know what? I value my life over that kill. Ash is looking to find out those different angles. Meanwhile, UNC Charlotte all staying on site. On site, on site. Comrade Ludens is in one of the more dangerous spots, but a very good place to play if you're trying to play defensively. Sox is helping out him on that front, and then Firestar hopping out to get some more kills, but really they're pinned in on their own site. We see Hypers trying to get on his camera, trying to squeeze out of the objective maybe and get an angle on the attackers. I know it's in UNC Charlotte's favor right now, 5-4. But Yumi trying to goof me is moving up on site, trying to get this bomb back. Gets it back. You're going to be droning a little bit more. Usually during the middle of the match, definitely want to maintain pressure as the attackers. But usually this is when you want to drone again. All right, let's reassess where we're going to go, and then let's hit it really quick once we get to the minute mark. So you can see some communication going down, saying, hey guys, where are you at? And we're going to make a move here shortly. Watching some tight angles, waiting for UNC Charlotte to get impatient. UNC Charlotte really needs to play it safe. Nopen going in tight. I think they know where they aren't necessarily. No smoke is playing right there. That's going to deter them from a little bit. Oh, see who wins that fight. Nopen wins it against Comrade Ludens. He knows another one's right there, too. He'd be trying to goof me. Guns down Insanity on the other side. Really trying to... Oh, that was a botched frag. That would have been bad. SI Grai goes down from Hypers. It's getting action. That's hard to follow. Down to Fire. You watch him. That's one of the downsides of watching people first person is they can't always see. That Legion really helped out, give him out the effect. Oh, and there goes it. Legion got him that kill, but the communication and the placement of the other team, they were ready for him. It really came down to that. You get a screenshot of that. You be trying to give me an SI Grai, really pulling ahead. Callan's Extinct just behind him. Firestar definitely getting some good kills this round. But otherwise, UNC Charlotte really struggled against Ohio State on this map. Really lost to roamers. Weren't playing aggressive enough. Ohio State looked like a well-oiled machine, and I think it's going on to the next map. All right. I believe it is Clubhouse.
They're defending.
And the map is Clubhouse, correct?
It's Bang, I think. What was it again?
Bank? Bank. All right.
Yeah, Bang. It's Bang.
They're defending. And who's attacking?
I mean, we can do Favela.
Dude,
Alright.
I don't even
Alright.
care. If you want to switch, just tell us.
Well, I do.
I think Bank is good to go if everyone ready's up. If not, just let me know. It doesn't matter. Alrighty, sweet.
You good, 5-star?
Fire, are you ready? Alrighty, good luck. Map 2.
Why are you echoing?
Why am I echoing? Hope I'm not echoing. Alright, they get to defend Bank. Alright, ban phase for Bank. Now, I know for a fact UNC Charlotte has never played Bank in the CR6. Nor have we ever really played it legit. So, ha! It's going to be interesting. There's a reason why we chose this map. Jackal's a standard ban. He's a roam clear, got a good weapon. A lot of fraggers like to play him, so it's just a generic ban, nothing crazy. But yeah, Bank is it's an OG map. A lot of teams know how to play it. It's pretty well balanced. It's a huge map. A lot of long peak angles, so it's interesting to see the defenders. Glaz is obviously a very good, popular pick on this map. To shut him down evens the playing field for the defenders a lot. So we see Glaz had some damage last map, so maybe that's what UNC Charlotte is trying to avoid. Other than that, no one really too dangerous. Obviously, Jaeger was dangerous on attack. Maybe they want to ban Jaeger, but I mean, Mira is a must ban, and UNC Charlotte has to take care of that. Meanwhile, I highly doubt that Ohio State is going to be banning Jaeger. It appears. I wonder if it cleared the team names or not. I think it did. Orange team, blue team. I'll make sure I change that in the future. But let me see if I can get a. Yep, Echo banned just from last time. Same as last time. Excuse me. But yeah, it's interesting to see how this map plays out. And just generally what the teams are going to decide for it. So, casting as well. I know this map very well, but I don't know too many strats such as Border has been played. However, no team has gone really crazy on strategy yet. A lot of these things are basic. I think mostly comes down to once you get the communication down and just the hours played with each other, you start to get some more team cohesion. Like I said, Hypers and Ludens, new additions to the team. Not sure about Ohio State, but they definitely have some high-level players on their team, and it would be no surprise to me if Ohio State could handle some business. Clash is the usual operator you pick when you want a 6 pick, either that or Tachanka, just to not let the other team know. Going towards Vigil, a strong roamer. Chemical and UB trying to give me are both going to be definitely roaming this map as well. Jaeger's going to be really powerful on this map. So, no surprise here. They're going downstairs to defend. This is a pretty strong defense part in the game. Those watching who aren't siege addicts like myself, this back area is just completely reinforced, so it's very safe to roam back there and sit back there on cams. There's a huge garage open. This is where the attackers can walk down in. Other than that, there's a lot of hatches up top. There's a hatch right there, and a hatch over here that are all going to lead down to site. So a lot of verticality on this. It's interesting to see where the roamers are going to be playing. SI Gry ready for the hop out over here. You can see UNC Charlotte is going to try to shut down that hop out. Interesting to see where they go. SI Gry is going to be playing up top along with Chemical, and Cal Extinct is going to be far out here, reinforcing that hatch to that hatch. Yeah, elevator hatch. All right, let's take a look at UNC Charlotte. Definitely taking their time, droning out. Comrade Ludens is going to be pushing from backside, not necessarily trying to let Nopin know he's there, but get the intel. I think Nopin now knows someone is in tunnel, going to be coming after him. Hypers goes down to UB trying to give me, I guess just not droning well enough. See if Sox can win this fight against him, and he does. It's a 1-for-1 trade. A sledge for their best roamer is not a bad trade. Fire did lose a little bit of health in that engagement, but ultimately not the end of the world for UNC Charlotte. A minute down, they definitely need to go find some roamers. Comrade Ludens is going to be hiding there the entire time, making sure once they leave that he can push on in there. Or if they take the attention away, he could get a quick kill on them. UNC Charlotte droning again, trying to make sure the roamers aren't sneaking up on them, because pretty quickly they're going to have to start getting downstairs. They're a couple floors away from the objective. They're going to have to start pushing it up quickly. Oh, Firestar loses a firefight to Chemical. Chemical over here you know, he wants to play passive, you know, just annoy the heck out of him, make UNC Charlotte waste time. As you can see, he still kept his distance from Sox, but at any moment he could wrap around and go for the kill. Comrade Ludens is going to back out of the tunnel and try to go join the rest of his team, trying to make a joint push effort. Because right now, UNC Charlotte is down 3-4, not in their favor at all. They're all trying to figure out where to push from with a minute left in the round. Comrade Ludens is going to be joining Insanity. Meanwhile, Sox is going to try to get an angle on site. I mean, trying to get some kills here in the last minute. I think he knows where that guy is roaming still over there. I believe that's Chemical. I'm going to be playing against that. Sanity knows where he is. Oh, it gets the nice pre-fire, takes down Chemical, and makes it a 3v3. But with 38 seconds, it is not in the attacker's favor right now. They really need to get down on site, get some pressure. Because meanwhile, the other team is sitting tight. Nopen's been there the entire round, holding it down, not even worried about it. Sox finally coming down the stairs to come at him. Trying to make a push. Trying to get that angle. He's playing really passive. Nopen's playing very smart right now, but he doesn't have enough time. So he's gonna have to be a push here from Comrade Ludens. Oh, that's a rough kill, but Nopen was. That's a very it's a rough stun right there.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
What?
Operators, you are out of time.
Alrighty, boys. That's an oof. That's a, I'm speechless. Time ran out. They had the plant going down. Oh my goodness. UNC Charlotte, that did not go as planned at all. Had one guy downed, 2 alive, planning. It's a 2v1. Sanity could have watched the angle. They could have let the time run out. Could have won that round, but it came down to a TK. You hate to see it. You really do. You hate to see it. That's just unfortunate. In terms of team comp, Sox going IQ, I believe. Yep.
Attackers need to locate and
Other than
defuse
that,
bombs.
nothing too special team comp wise. You see Castle come out. It's interesting to see where they're going to be playing. They're going to be playing up top. Yeah, Castle trying to shut down those angles already. Protecting their lines of sight. This is a wide open objective. It is a very strong objective to play, from my experience. Definitely successful a lot on attack if people can keep them from getting these external walls right here shut down, because this is a wide open objective. You can see it's a skylight. You can go down here and it leads to a lot of places. So this is a place where a lot of firefights happen, a lot of roaming can go on in these 2 closets over here, dining room and the storage area. It's interesting to see how UNC Charlotte gets on the objective. It's an interesting maestro cam right there. Gonna annoy UNC Charlotte, just really trying to get early peeks on them. UNC Charlotte is going to be spawning from this side as well, but we're not going to see the hop out that we usually see in casual as the classic spawn peek angle. UNC Charlotte trying to play safe, trying to drone out, get the upper hand early on. Ludens is already going to be up there, putting pressure on site, or could put pressure on site, trying to get the kill on the roamer. I believe that roamer is downstairs. Droning out. See Hyper's trying to get the intel. He knows they're downstairs, and that's a dangerous place to hop in. He's letting his team know, hey guys, that's not the place you're gonna want to push. And we see a guy in main lobby, I believe. Chemical roaming. See if Sox can find him. Sox might have his work cut out for him now. Looking for a Vault cam. Definitely is feeling it. You almost always see it. Trying to take that out. Meanwhile, Hyper's over here really trying to get in the site. You see Charlotte down a minute. Not a lot of intel. This is, like I said, this is a big map, so getting in the building isn't really the problem. It's maneuvering towards the site down these hallways that is really dangerous. Defenders can hold tight angles and just play time right now. Firestar, there's a guy coming up on his left. He knows. Making some noise. See if Sox can find an angle on him. Really trying to find some angles. Still going to be droning. Insanity's trying to push it around downstairs. Comrade, meanwhile, has got the upper angle on the site. Ball from the defensive side. SI Gry's playing passive. Cal Extinct's on site. Nopen's on site. You be trying to goof me. Goes down to Insanity roaming. Insanity got that roam clear early. Meanwhile, Chemical is trying to move around. See how he handles his attack from UNC Charlotte. He sees a guy at the bottom. He's just trying to distract him. Waste more time of UNC Charlotte. He's doing his job right now. If Chemical dies, it's for the betterment of this team. He really is doing a great job wasting time for UNC Charlotte. UNC Charlotte obviously can't just ignore him, but you know, it's really important to get him dead. Hyper's really trying to get that kill off on him. They don't know where they can't pinpoint him. I think Sox finally takes down Chemical. That's a 5v3 for Charlotte. However, it is 40-something seconds. They're really going to have to get a push-up on site going. They do have quite the advantage, but time can be a nuisance. That can be a problem. Cal Extinct, he's, with 30 seconds, he's like, I don't hear anybody. Maybe they're down the hallway. Let me hop out on them. UNC Charlotte's droning around. Hypers gets taken down by Gry.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Firestarter gets taken out by Gry. Gry's over here peeking.
15 seconds left.
Sox trying to push.
10 seconds.
They don't even know where to go in from. Sox goes down. Comrade Ludens goes down. Insanity really doesn't have a way in sight. Doesn't have the bomb. He's really just going to have to frag the rest of the guys. Not going to happen. State playing safe. Did Nopen just get 2 revolver kills? Oh, he was downed. Okay, that's nothing. Yeah. You can definitely tell Ohio State isn't really trying their hardest right now. With that final play, it is a scrim. Maybe they feel really confident about Bank, like I said. UNC Charlotte, this is literally their first time playing as a team, or even as the team comp that they currently have on Bank. See Alibi come out, and Ella, some more of the less picked operators. Ella used to be extremely powerful, and then since she went through like 5 nerfs or something insane. So, oh my gosh, and they're switching to Cav. I think at this point Ohio State's really just trying to get some more time spent with each other, just figuring out each other. Not really worried about strategy, more worried about communication. Meanwhile, UNC Charlotte, not even going with a hard breach. Really trying to work with their team comp. We see Capital come out. He's really good for the plant. Can knock out smokes, deter people from angles. We'll see if Capital can stay alive long enough
Attackers need to locate and
for
defuse
Sox
bomb.
to get a good plan off on the objective. We see them going. We see them going. Tellers, I believe. Is it? Oh boy, I want to get that wrong. Yeah, Teller's office.
Attackers have located a
We're going
bomb.
to be playing for this objective. This objective, is pretty strong. You have a lot of roaming potential. It's kind of in the middle of the map, which plays to their favor. And these windows actually are blocked off, so you can't see into that objective. So the biggest thing is if they have a buck, and they do, Hypers and Firestar both.
10 seconds
Even
remaining.
Zofia really could make holes, and if they got breach charging, basically the entire team of UNC Charlotte could open up
5
the ceiling
seconds
and really
left.
get some good kills. Screw around with the defenders down below. You're gonna see
Attackers
probably
recovered.
Nopen up top as
Attackers
Doc,
are
trying to
heading
get some
out
good
defuse the
kills
bomb.
on the roamers, trying to deter people from going up top and securing that, making it really hard for the defenders to stay on the objective. That's something common you see. It's common to see a buck on this attack, and UNC Charlotte made the right call in their team comp. Let's see if they can execute on that plan. UNC Charlotte definitely taking their time to get on objective. Sanity, seeing if you can get a kill. Find a guy in that long angle. Droning out open area. You see Sox, he's droning. Trying to get some good kill. Firestar, they've lost a lot of men to that little room right there. I don't know if that's where UNC Charlotte wants to keep going. Sox getting a lot of the intel knocked out. Meanwhile, Insanity trying to push in. They're really trying to secure that open, huge lobby. Firestar really trying to get that kill, trying to figure out where he is. And if they could get this roam cleared down. He knows where he went. Calling it out for his teammates. That's very good play. Hypers, trying to get the angle on him as well.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Sox goes down to Cal Extinct. Very hard range. Oh, and Sanity goes down to Nopen. Hypers goes down to Chemical. I'm missing all the action. Firestar is very close to the guy in hallway. Depending how they rush, how they play it. I say Gry. Gonna be trying to pull up on the corner. You be trying to goof me. Takes out Ludens. It's Cav. Cav is not a picked operator at all when it comes to competitive siege. You be trying to goof me. Finally goes on the Hypers. Firestar, Hypers.
Attackers have
Oh,
located a bomb.
Hypers gets picked off from a guy in sight. Calyx Think getting the upper hand there. Down the Firestar to make this last play. He's got a minute left. He can open up some holes up top. Let's see how good of a communication his team can play for him. Calyx Think's really trying to play Firestar. He's trapped, but he can also play passively. He's got a C4. He's probably going to chuck it. Yep. Firestar luckily got out of that way. Trying to play passive as he can. S.A. Gry came up the other side, though, and won. That's a good pinch teamwork play from Ohio State. Firestar can't look in two directions, 180. So it's a good play on them, good communication. Ohio State takes that round. Now it's going to be 3-0 up Ohio State. We see S.I. Gry doing well again this map. Charlotte's doing better at clearing the roamers. We've seen a couple times they've gotten, down to a few people, not at a terrible disadvantage, just really trying to get close to sight. Ohio State really does pull out their people from objective and on the roam to flank quite often. If UNC Charlotte takes note of that, maybe a better. It's hard on this map since it's big. Hard to shut down the roam angles. I'd say a more concentrated push is definitely going to help out Charlotte if they can. I guess normal team comp, we see Frost come out. You don't really see Frost too much. However,
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
there
as
is
they
plenty
can.
of strategies to be tried out in this scrim. They're going to be going back downstairs, as we've seen before. Nothing special from Ohio State yet. As we saw last time, Nopen played very passive on site, lasted until the very last seconds of the round. I think Calyx Think, as their team captain, I believe, right? Yes, Calyx Think, their team captain, is really keeping his team secure downstairs. He plays on site a lot, getting some decent kills. 2-0, Calyx Think definitely the shot caller for their team. Meanwhile, we see Calyx Think knocking out some hatches, getting the dirty work done.
Attackers
Nopen,
recovered the bomb diffuser.
he's ready to hop out.
Attackers are moving out to
Let's
locate
see how
a bomb
UNC
and
Charlotte
defuse it.
handles this attack. Similar defense from what we saw last time. Nothing too much different. Nopen in the same spot. Calyx Think still on site. Chemical's still finishing up. They're finishing touches on their setup. Meanwhile, UNC Charlotte trying to push in slowly, getting some angles. You see Soxon go downstairs and Luden's trying to join them. They're going to be trying to coordinate an attack better than they have these past few rounds. Firestar trying to figure out where they are. Out in open area, they got a couple roamers. That's where they're going to be for the majority of the round. Ohio State does a good job of firing and retreating. Insanity knows where he is. See if you can go find that attack. Sox trying to get an angle on somebody, opening up for his teammate. UNC Charlotte really is needing to play faster, and it looks like they are. Droning out effectively, clearing out up top. Ohio State doesn't necessarily need to even roam up top, only to slow them down. Ultimately, if they play up top and they let UNC Charlotte split, it's good for flanking, but not to the final seconds of the round. Ohio State playing smartly. That's my fault. Wasn't following Insanity. He got a really good peek on a roamer. I wonder if that was due to communication or just, got the hours and intuition of Insanity. I know he's played this game a bunch. He's gonna know all the angles for this map. This is an OG map, as I said. Firestar. Everyone's droning out. Hypers is on site, trying to find any more roamers that they see. An angle down on site. UC Charlotte still trying to drone, making absolutely sure that there's no roamers gonna surprise them. Sanity couldn't find anybody. Sox.
A bomb has been located.
Can't find anybody. It looks like Ohio State is going to be playing real passive this round. In fact, where is Ohio State? You be trying to goof me as Roman and Tellers. Yep, they're playing pretty passively. Sox, meanwhile, is getting on site, ready for a plant. He's got Hypers watching for him. They got a push. Sox getting an angle open. Meanwhile, Firestar up top trying to get an angle. Sanity taking out all the gadgets. This is the most coordinated push that Charlotte has had all night, and it might go in their favor. Nopin is playing passive. SI Guy's looking for an attacker. Calixtinct on that camera. They haven't gotten rid of that yet. Sophia should get on that. Once he gets shocked once, they're going to say, hey, Sophia, and knock that out immediately. You see Charlotte not playing time well enough.
10 seconds remaining.
Sox are getting the plan off. That's there to the Maestro cam.
5 seconds left.
Goes down. It's up to Insanity to frag out. Can't find anybody because Ohio State is spaced out. It's going to be another win for Ohio
Operators,
State.
you are out of time.
I think the time snuck up on them really right there. That's what happens once again when you can waste that much time forcing them to clear roamers down to the last minute. It's really detrimental to the attackers. Ohio State always playing that time, always pressuring from the defensive side, making it hard for the attacking side of UNC Charlotte. So far, it's pretty one-sided. Ohio State is handling them. Nothing UNC Charlotte throws at them is really surprised Ohio State yet. And if the coordinated attack does from Charlotte, it seems to just come too late. Once again on team comp, we see they're getting more and more defensive as we go along. So you'd be trying to goof me switching from a roamer to a rook. It's a hard switch. Going up top right here. Once again, they won this side as well due to very good roaming on the stairs. These two stairs on the east skylight stairs and south open area stairs. They're really trying to shut down this room over here in the office, trying to keep UNC Charlotte at bay. UNC Charlotte always pushing from the same direction, always wastes a lot of time trying to get into that room. Meanwhile, Ohio State sticking to what they know best. It looks like they have also played together on this map. They all know the strategies. They're definitely communicating constantly.
5 seconds remaining.
UNC Charlotte really needs to work on being more aggressive. I think Ohio State, one critique I guess I could give them
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
is excuse me. Hope I'm not getting sick. One thing I could say is if they are utilizing the scrim as they could, potentially trying out an alternative strategy in case other teams bring, I guess, more exotic or more of a variety of team comp. Insanity getting a good angle. He's going to be sticking up there all the time, up top. Ohio State, they're playing very aggressive. They don't even have to. Insanity saw that head. He's going to wait for it again. Trying to find that head. Fire goes on a UB trying to goof me. Fire was up there on the east skylight. UB trying to goof me was just right there. UB trying to goof me. Eventually got found out by Sox up on skylight. UB trying to goof me was out in the open. Meanwhile, we see people on site. Nopin's trying to get a good angle on him outside. Sandy still sitting out there with a minute down, trying to get these kills. And he might end up getting it if he sticks there long enough. See Sox pushing around. Hyper's trying to work his way towards the objective. Hyper's droning out. This is that middle point of the round I was talking about where people are now in the building trying to figure out where to go. UC Charlotte does have a slight advantage, 4-3. Sox is in the building now. Hyper's in the building. Sanity shortly behind them, coming down from the roof with Ludens trying to put pressure on that objective. Calixtinct knows where he's going to be for the rest of the round. He's on close to site. Sagrai right next to site. Nopin right on site. They're just holding down the angles, playing time, playing tight angles, not trying to get picked off. There's going to be a lot of gunfights here in the following minute. Nopin's going to be getting some action. Yep, just lost that right there. Didn't have a very good position. Calixtinct is playing very safe, not even peeking the angle. Sagrai. There's only 2 angles that they can watch, really. So
Bomb located by attackers.
it's going to be pretty much a frontal attack. Calixtinct is going to really try to see what he can get on this angle. Playing very safe. Sagrai took us a kill on Sox. He's going to be catching someone around this angle. Oop, neither one gets it. Who's going to peek it? Looks like he's not going to peek it again. Calixtinct gets a good kill.
seconds remaining.
See if they can hold it down. So
5
Gry,
seconds remaining.
he knows what he's watching. Yep. Sanity just, I mean, that's a tough push. That is tough. Ohio State 5-0. SI Gry, you know, always in the right spot, playing smart angles. He's definitely receiving good intel with those Valkyrie cams. You can definitely tell that, you know, he loves to play him, and that is a very cute picture, by the way. I love it. See some other pictures. It's Ohio State right there, I believe. Stadium. Interesting. Classic. Original. At this point, I don't even know if Ohio State is sticking to what they know. I know UNC Charlotte at this point is definitely not feeling any momentum. They're definitely fighting uphill right now, and it's rough. SI Gry, you know, he's like, screw it, I've been playing Valkyrie all night. Why not just play Rook and sit on site? Maybe he's being lazy. Maybe he just wants an ACOG. Regardless, I don't think it's going to matter too much because they've got their strategy down. You'd be trying to goof me as Jaeger. He's like, you know what, I don't have enough kills. I'm trying to get more. You know, Firestar, after the performing decently well last match, struggling to find some kills. Sanity, as always, getting a decent amount of kills, but ultimately he's been stuck in the last few seconds of every round alive in bad situations. So those are always tough to win. They're going to be in tellers this time. Once again, nothing too serious. They're just going to have a bunch of rumors. And at this point, UNC Charlotte is really going to have to kick it up a notch. Whether it's aim or communication or just speed. Really, all of these fights that they're losing just come down to timing and momentum. SI Gry might be trying to hop out here. Maybe not.
Attackers have recovered
Definitely
their
getting it open,
diffuser.
making them watch.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Meanwhile, they got two guys on site. Gry's right outside.
Attackers drop the diffuser. Attackers recover
Trying to
the
goof
bomb
me.
diffuser.
Trying not to get shot from Sandy up on the roof. Chemical gets taken down by Hypers. UNC Charlotte changing it up, and Sanity's not going to be sitting up on the roof this time. Charlotte, you got the black eye skin for the thermite, you know, represent. Sox playing more aggressive this round. I think UNC Charlotte, even though they have no momentum to build their confidence on, definitely need to play more confidently in what they make decisions on. Playing more quickly. Firestar trying to get some kills, trying to get something going for UNC Charlotte, get a good early advantage. Could have got the wall bang off. We see somebody sneaking up here in the doorway. Gry. Is he gonna get a kill? Finds Insanity. He's roaming really well. Yeah, you can't look at two directions at once. I don't think they know if he went down or not. They might know. That is the tough thing about that. It's GV3 already. Fire and Ludens. Ludens is right there. Fire finds Nopin over there on site. Trying to get rid of that last guy. Gal Extinct is on 1 HP right now. He be trying to goof me. Knows where the bomb is. Looking for Firestar.
Defender has left the designated staging area.
Finds him on the hop out. That's 6-0 right there. Not looking good for UNC Charlotte. It's match point, and at this point, there's not much else to say that has been said. Ohio State, you know, is really showing their dominant teamwork. They know the strategies they're playing. Got some good gunfighters on their team. S.A. Gry's been playing the whole night, playing well. You'd be trying to goof me, obviously roaming, always effective. Cal Extinct, you know, holding it down for his team on site, coordinating some good hop outs. You know, Nopin and Chemical always playing passively, but always putting the pressure on, helping their team out, being very selfless, getting some assistance for their team. UNC Charlotte really just struggling to find good angles to find to find 4 kills. Maybe the right place, but maybe the right timing or the right group of people pushing with you on the site just isn't working out. I think definitely it comes down to just more play time with the team as we go along.
Attackers need to
I
locate
think this
and
is our
defuse
second
bomb.
official scrim as a team, and 2 of these guys, this is their first scrim ever on CR6. We see them going downstairs for the one last hurrah. UC Charlotte is on defense. Seeing what they can set up. This is if there's any chance that UNC Charlotte's going to win a site, this is obviously like the best site for them to play. Some people prefer tellers just right upstairs, but this is universally the favorite by most teams.
10
Unless
seconds
someone else has
remaining.
got a really good strategy they like to stick to. You see Sox trying
5
to
seconds
roam
to
a little
insertion.
bit, probably grab the hatches like he already has. They've knocked down all the important hatches so far.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Interesting to see
Attackers'
how UNC
objective
Charlotte
is to
defends
locate
this
a bomb and
position.
defuse it.
A decent usual setup, got the Maestro cam on site, and it looks like they're pushing hard.
Bomb located by attackers.
UB trying to give me his rushing with the FAMAS. They're in sight in the first 15-20 seconds. I don't think UNC Charlotte's ready for this. They're getting the plan off already.
Drop the
Oh!
bomb diffuser.
They didn't get the plan off. It's gonna hurt. That guy's not even down there to help his team. UNC Charlotte just got a lucky. I mean, that C4 came in clutch because otherwise they would have been screwed. I see a guy's just like probably laughing his head off because that plan did not go as planned. Firestar and Hypers went down with him, but very, very good trade for UNC Charlotte. Looks like they're probably going to pull this win out. They can just play passive enough. That's like right. Also has a decent amount of time, but he also has a decent amount of player health to go through. Got 290 damage he's got to get through unless he one-taps. I mean, obviously there's a guy in there. There's not much else SA Guy can do. If I were him, I'd probably look up on hatches. Go ahead and get those open. See how he does it. See if UNC Charlotte's going to get brave with a flank. I don't think so. They're going to be playing passive. They definitely want to win this round. Try to get one more defense round as well. Possibly a sweep. You never know. Cigarette's playing passive. He's got a minute. Hoping UNC Charlotte gets aggressive. With that rush, I highly doubt that Ohio State even had time to set up drone spots, so he probably doesn't have much intel. He's trying his best. He didn't knock that open originally. If he did, that would have been good. That would have been a good move. He's got that lesion down there if he drops. This is looking rough for SA Guy. I mean, he obviously knows this is a tough win. It's one kill on Ludens.
15 seconds left.
UC Charlotte needs to be
Attackers
playing passive right now. Yep.
10 seconds remaining.
Good play by UC Charlotte. Stop the rush. The rush almost got him. If that C4 didn't down the plant, I think it might have been a 50-50 for grabs for who would have won that. But luckily, UNC Charlotte reacted to the rush. The rush could have been probably better coordinated, but ultimately Ohio State with this type of lead, in a scrim that doesn't really matter. It's not in the books. Definitely trying to have fun at this point. At the end of the day, it is a game, and people are trying to have fun. Thanks to all of you who are coming out to watch this scrim, even though it's been a one-sided match. And even though we've seen some good action, some good shots, ultimately it just comes down to these teams working on what they think they need to work on. Obviously, none of these people are registered pros. Pros aren't allowed in this league. There might be a couple semi-pro guys who are trying, but ultimately these are all college people. I remember last season, me and 3 other guys who were all starting last semester, all were in Calculus 2. So yeah, we were studying calc
Attackers need
sheets
to
in
locate
between
and defuse as many bombs as
rounds,
they can.
literally, actually. But yeah, I feel like we've bonded more doing Calc 2 than we ever did playing Siege. But hopefully that'll change this semester. People have a lot more free time. Having some more guys hop in on the team, helping fill the chart, work on strategy. And as this team plays together more often, I'm sure UNC Charlotte's going to get more coordination down. Ohio State on the other side, you know, definitely showing
Attackers
that
have discovered the location
they know
of the bomb.
they know what they're doing. They know what works for them. They definitely have the team comp and that figured out.
10 seconds
I'd be
remaining.
surprised to hear how they play well together.
5 seconds to go.
Let me see if if Cal is interested
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
in an interview
Attackers
after the
are
match.
moving to defuse a bomb.
Alright, sorry about that. Get back on the attacking side. He trying to goof me is already right on site. Getting taken down by the defenders. Chemical looking on site. They're putting pressure on. They really are. So guys looking around. You know, Monty is getting surrounded meanwhile by the defenders. His team isn't really our star. Close to Insanity said, come on, my man. Meanwhile, on the offensive side, Cal Extinct having fun hiding behind his metal shield. Chemical coming around, trying to help him out. Nope, and trying to get a kill. If he just shoots right there, it's a head. Yep, he saw Comrade Ludens. Either had a call out, saw some fabric on the clothing, got that kill. See Chemical trying to fight against somebody. He knows, you know, Charlotte's playing this really well right now. They're playing passive.
You covered.
Ohio State, I think, is trying out a different team comp with the shield. I'm not sure how often they run with it. They've had a couple different guys run with the shield. So it's interesting to see how they try to get that to work. Open, clear socks on the roam. Now they're trying to say, hey, there's a roamer down. We can try to get on site. Firestar taking out Chemical. Firestar taking out SA Gry. Now it's down to just 2 attackers. Technically 1, because Monty don't count. Unless he's a beast. We'll see. We'll see how Cal handles it. Nopen's trying to join for him. It's muted off. Nopen just really has to get a kill, at least, to even out the playing field a little bit. Cal Extinct is on site. Really can't do much. Trying to leave it up to Nopen. Hypers wasn't having it. It's down to Monty. Time for Monty to make a play. How's Monty going to handle this? Oh, he got stuck with this. Legion, he's dead. Yep. Sanity kind of jumped on him there. UNC Charlotte already showing that they know how to defend. I think Ohio State's like, you know what, if we're going to win this, we're going to have to try an attack, actually. Maybe not rush. Maybe try a little bit more strats. Clear the roamers. Not get flanked on. Not dying on site in the first minute. So, if Ohio State, you know, probably toying around with them, trying to give, you know, some different strategy thrown at them, seeing how successful a rush can be in the CR6, but ultimately not super powerful. I'll be back in a quick second. I haven't had a bathroom break since we started. I'll be right back.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Bomb located by attackers.
And I'm back. Where are they at? UNC Charlotte up top. Let's see how they handle this defense. Sanity's already dead. Was that a team kill?
10 seconds to insertion.
Oh boy.
5 seconds
UNC
left
Charlotte isn't
before
taking it
insertion.
serious anymore, boys.
Attackers have recovered
See
their
a
diffuser.
different team come
Attackers are
out of
moving to
this
defuse
one,
the
though.
bomb.
These teams are definitely memeing around at this point. Curious to see how much homework they have. 'Cause I know I have an SAP at 12. Trying to get on site early. Ooh, an open. I mean, he knows there's somebody there. He's like, yeah, let me just peek on you real quick. Oh, Hypers gets a kill on him. That wasn't gonna work for Hypers that well. So dry. Gotta get some more angles. Getting called. Chemical is trying to sneak up on him. Chemical! Oh! Sox takes him out. Another loss. It's a 3v3. Oh! Blackbeard down to like no health. Calix thinks is like, alright, I'm the next man up. Let me try it. Oh, they're trying to. Wow, that was a risky reset. Nirvana, I think they might be muted off. Yes, they are muted off.
See you on the other side.
Yep, muted. Oh, you be trying to goof me. Might catch that foot. May have to watch out. Oh, he sees it. Oh, he wants it. Ohio State really taking their time. Not even droning, just trying to get some kills now. Obviously, UNC Charlotte's playing passive. They're down to 40-something seconds. They can hold site fairly effectively. Trying to drone, trying to figure out where UNC Charlotte is. They're all on objective. Teammates coming up to help him out. Calix thinks. As always, the team captain giving his team the best intel that he can give. I say Gry. You be trying to goof me, you know, they're all pushing. This is their main three, I believe. Really trying to. They've got the best comp right now.
15 seconds to go.
Trying to push on site. I mean, at this point, they need to get a late plan on. It's going to come down to the kills.
10 seconds
I wish I
left.
could switch when they're dying. I don't have to go through the animation. It's annoying as a spectator.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
It's a good kill from Ludens. Oh, I can't get the last kill.
Bomb located by attackers. Operators, you have run out of
Blackbeard just
time.
couldn't manage to get that kill off. You see Charlotte coming back a little bit. You know, Sox and Sanity stepping it up. Sanity is slowly creeping up in kills. Sox got quite a few, I believe, in these past couple rounds. Meanwhile, S.A. Gry is continuing to kill it. Over a 2.0 KD. Really doing good tonight. You see Cal going with Monty as well again this time. I really think they are going to try to work on this strategy and say, how can we make this effective? Because Monty does screw up a lot of teams. I remember we actually lost an entire map due to a Monty play, just due to the different type of combat you experience with him. Staring at an enemy but not being able to kill him from 5 feet away. That's definitely a different team comp to play against. It requires other teams to adapt. And I have to admit, I thought this was going to be over a while ago, but it looks like Ohio State is finally going to try out something different, trying to get their some different strategies in play, giving them a try. This is what scrims are for. UNC Charlotte not trying anything crazy. They're just trying to find something that works. Historically we've been pretty good on defense. Offense has always been an aggression problem, and being more
Attackers
aggressive.
need to locate and
Not
defuse
aggression
as many
problem.
bombs as they can.
But you guys know what I mean. And then that and droning out, something they got to work on. I think Ohio State. Obviously this is the first time I've seen Ohio State play. First time I've seen most of their players play. Not sure where they are in the roster. But yeah, so far it's interesting. This is where they rushed last time, and it's interesting to see. This is probably everyone's most attacked and defended position on this map. So I know Ohio State has got to have a plan for this objective other than rushing. So it's interesting to see what they do with this Monty. Try to get the
5
plan
seconds
off.
left.
Interesting to see if they brought any smokes to try to get the plan off. They do
Attackers
have
recovered the bomb
Cav to
diffuser.
go knock out the hatches like they did last
Locate
time.
and
So we'll
defuse
see how
the
they handle
bomb.
that. Chemical already pushing in strong. They're not going to waste any time. They're still maybe a delayed rush, just putting pressure on soon. Not being
Bomb located by
too
attackers.
overly aggressive. They are trying to get some stuff done early on. Pushing the agendas. Cal extinct as always with the Monty. This is a hard place to play against as a Monty. They do have smoke. The Sox is playing currently. See if Chemical's already getting this hole open. If UNC Charlotte knew they're going to be pushing again, it would be smart to have a guy roaming up top. Cal extinct giving some info to his team. Sanity and Hypers, both backside, ready to stop an attack from that angle. But otherwise, all UNC Charlotte is doing is sitting right here, letting them have A site. They're really going to try to win this battle one-on-one. Meanwhile, it looks like UB, is he upstairs trying to get the hatches open? If so, it's going to give them even more angles to watch. Nopen might be getting into some combat soon with some of the with either Hypers or Insanity playing on the backside. UB's droning for him. Ohio State still maintaining that well-oiled machine, getting back into the swing of things after their rushing, antics. There's going to be a plant going down. I don't know why they have Monty planning. It's not going to work. Not against UNC Charlotte. Not with the comp they currently have.
Going live.
They're going up top, trying to get 3 guys up here getting kills. Meanwhile, Cal extinct and Chemical are really trying to get this plant off on the A site. Chemical, trying to find some kills. UNC Charlotte's just not playing aggressive right now on defense, which is what they need. As long as Ohio State stays in this position they are, there's not much they can do until they get kills on UNC Charlotte. UNC Charlotte does have a couple C4s in their favor, some impacts. So maybe once they get Monty down, it's going to be really hard for them to plant. If Monty goes down, it's going to be really good for UNC Charlotte. Let's see if they try it again. Yeah, Monty still, having some issues planting, not going in his favor. Once again, Monty really doesn't need to be the one planting. That's on Ohio State right there. Going down to 38 seconds. Chemical is down. Effectively a 4v3 unless you can get Chemical up if he's going to take the time to do that. Well, you'll be trying to goof me. It's really trying to get an angle. So is Nopen, but man, that's 25 seconds and they need to push quick. Chemical got a good kill on Hypers. Hypers just peeking on site. They just can't get a plan off.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. 50 seconds left.
Attackers ended up killing them all. I missed it all. I was 4 guys alive. I spectate the one who didn't get a kill. Alright, that concludes our scrim for tonight.